Welcome back. It's HannaHope here, and I'm so excited to share with you all that I just got my eyebrows tattooed on my face. Ombre powder brow, which is considered a permanent makeup tattoo since it involves the insertion of ink into the skin. This is a procedure that will last on your face for some years, so it's really important to know exactly what's involved, how it's done, what it's all about, so that you can accurately make a decision on whether you want to do it or not. And I say do it. Do it. This is amazing. My personal reason for getting permanent makeup, I have such a busy lifestyle these days as opposed to HannaHope from 3-4 years ago. I actually don't even have time to do my makeup as often as I used to. And if you know me or you've followed my Instagram, Snapchat, or YouTube for a while, then you'll know that I just love having my brows done. I always have my brows done. I naturally have very thin, very faint, very sparse eyebrows. So from afar, sometimes it looks like there's no eyebrow hair there. I never liked really going in public like that. So even if it's a no makeup day, I would at least have eyebrow makeup on. And I got tired of that. I can really appreciate permanent makeup because it really brings out the confidence, and I can see what it does for a lot of different people, especially cancer survivors, those suffering from scarring, alopecia, or any other disease or disorder that leads to hair loss. So there was a handful of my friends who got their eyebrows permanently tattooed recently, and they let me know,
hey girl, you do your eyebrows every day almost. You might want to look into this.
So I was just like, I don't know, because I've seen like Megan Good, you know, and a few other celebrities have their eyebrows tattooed, and perception is subjective. I would just say that I love it for them. It just wasn't something that I thought would look good on me based off of how it looks on them. But nonetheless, I ended up doing a ton of research on certified and licensed permanent makeup artists in not only my area, but in surrounding areas, even across the nation, because when you look at somebody, you typically see their eyebrows first. You know, this part of their face first, okay? And if I'm gonna get something done to my face, I need it to be the best of the best by the best of the best, okay? Ultimately, I decided to go with a place that is just a short 2-hour drive from where I currently live. It is female owned, it is Black owned, and they specialize in everything face. They do facials, they do eyebrow tattooing, permanent eyeliner, lash lifts, lip blush, beauty marks and freckle tattoos, and a few other services. They've been around for a long time. They have such a large following, and they are consistent with uploading pictures, before and after pictures, informational videos, and just a whole bunch. So needless to say, I was super comfortable, and my gut was telling me, choose this place over the other places that you have like on your running list. Please, people, when your gut tells you something, go with it, okay? So I went with the ombre powder brows, which is also known as micro shading, instead of the microblading, because I have extremely oily skin and I wanted more of a full coverage. So there's microblading and shading together, and then what I got, the micro shading, which is also known as the ombre powder brows. Now the ombre powder brows, what I got done, this technique is done with a little small machine that inserts pigment into the skin that ends up making it look very soft and fluffy and powdery. There are no hair strokes that are placed, so the brow is fully covered. There's less pigment placed at the beginning of the brow to create more of a soft ombre look. It's soft, it's pretty, it looks like you just lightly filled in your eyebrows with your makeup. The ombre powder brow lasts the longest compared to microblading and combo brows. There's minimal trauma to the skin, which is great. Less touch-ups are required. And the best part of all, it's great for all skin types. A week prior to my appointment, I was told to stop taking certain vitamins and supplements, which were vitamin A, anything containing retinol, vitamin E, and fish oil, because those are natural blood thinners and you do not want to thin your blood prior to your appointment. Also, not to consume caffeine or alcohol. I was also told not to worry about like shaving, waxing, or tweezing my brows, because they were going to take care of that the day of my appointment when they begin to map out my brows to my liking. Now the day of my appointment, signed a few forms, and then we got started. The mapping of the brow was amazing. She used a thread, a little protractor, had all these different devices to really like make sure that my eyebrows were, you know, both the same size down to the millimeter. There are certain things that I told her I wanted her to fix, so she wiped off and started again. I told her I want like more of a longer tail, I wanted more of an arch, I wanted more, like literally, because this is going to be on my face for years, it needs to look how I want it to look, right? So I used, you know, her opinion, I used how I felt like I wanted it, we combined it together to create the perfect brow. So as far as pain, as you all know, pain tolerance is different for everyone. I have a lot of tattoos on my body, and with each one of them, I liked the feeling. I ended up taking naps or just falling asleep, dozing off when they were doing my tattoos. Whether it was a tattoo, because I have one that's literally on the bone right behind my ear, I have one in softer spots, I have one in more difficult spots. Each time I was just like, oh, this is a nice little feeling. Just feels like tiny, like a knife kind of lightly scraping me. It's like a soothing little thing to me, but a lot of other people don't like the feeling. With eyebrows though, it's slightly different than a tattoo on like another part of your body, right? They use a numbing cream. I've never used a numbing cream anywhere on my body, not even for like my Brazilian waxes and other services. So this was new to me. The goal of the topical numbing cream is to minimize discomfort, but honestly the discomfort was not bad at all. Like literally, you have to be someone who doesn't even like getting pinched to feel like this process was so horrible. So it's not. You'll do fine. I'd say it feels like someone tweezing your eyebrow really fast, or like a light burning sensation. Trying to find the best way to describe it. Just know that it's extremely tolerable and very well worth it. Okay, so aftercare. So after everything, I will tell you that every permanent makeup artist is different. They all have their own techniques, their own aftercare instructions. So I'm just telling you how they told me to handle my brows. I will say that after speaking with my friends, they had a different kind of aftercare healing process, and from other permanent makeup artists that I spoke to before choosing the place that I went to, it was all different. Okay, so you really just have to follow the instructions of the person who actually did the procedure on your skin. So for mine, they said the day of, just use like a tissue, so if there's any lymph fluids, just lightly blot it away. Just lightly blot it away, keep the eyebrow dry. Healing typically takes 7 to 10 days for your permanent makeup to scab off and then reveal the final result. After the first day, this location advised to gently cleanse my eyebrow area with a soft and gentle soap morning and night. I used baby wash for half the time, and then my typical, what I already use on a daily basis, the CeraVe. Do not use any cleansing products that contains any type of acid. Definitely don't rub or pick at your brows, because that's going to cause scarring. It's going to mess up the healing process. It can cause infection. So just don't touch your brows at all unless you're cleansing in the morning and cleansing at night. You're going to have a lot of eyebrow scabbing, and you need to just let them fall off naturally. Just like any other tattoo, it's gonna scab, so let it fall off naturally. Aside from the daily gentle cleansing, don't soak your eyebrows in water until you're completely healed. So again, the gentle cleansing should literally last like 10-15 seconds, and then you're drying it. It's really quick, and that's it. Again, every permanent makeup artist is different. There are a lot of artists out there who recommend a dry healing process, so not putting water on them at all until they're completely healed, not even a gentle cleansing. And then there are some who recommend like putting ointment on them daily, and then there are some, like the place I went to, who recommend gentle cleansing, so you can put water on them but like really quickly, very gentle. So it really just depends on who you go to and what they say. Getting this permanent makeup done, I learned that my skin is just, it takes my skin longer to heal. My healing process took 14 days instead of the 7 to 10 days. By day 12, I was over it. I was just like, I look like I belong in a Halloween freaking catalog, the way my eyebrows are scabbing and looking. Like, I just want this to be over. I was so ready for it to be over. It's day 12. It's just, my brows remind me of that crackle nail polish that used to be like a thing, and I just don't like it. Like, I don't like going places looking like this. This is just frustrating. Oh my goodness. That's the healing process is the one thing that I hate. Especially because I had meetings during that time that I had to be on camera for, and like you can tell that my eyebrows looked crazy. I tried to take pictures day by day, but some days I woke up irritated, like, why does my brow look like this? So these are not daily photos. This is more so like some are like 2 days apart or 3 days apart. But this is kind of how the process went. That's literally the only con to it all, is just the healing process. It can be really quick and simple for you, or like me, it can take a long ass time. So 4 to 6 weeks after your initial treatment, they recommend going in for a touch-up. The reason why touch-ups are super important is because after the first treatment, you'll start to notice that your eyebrows might be a little uneven, or they might be a little patchy or too light. This eyebrow is perfect for me. This eyebrow, this is a struggle. There's just something about this brow that I just don't like as much as I like this brow. They are not the same. What happened to this brow? You go to this touch-up after the pigment has fully set into your skin, and at the touch-up you let them know, okay, now that I see what the permanent makeup looks like, I need you to correct this, this, and this, and then we'll be set. So that's pretty much what happened with me. And then the healing process for the touch-up wasn't as long as the initial treatment. The healing process for the touch-up for me was like half the time, so like 7-8 days. Oh, did I not tell you all how much I paid for this whole thing? For me, I only paid $550 for my treatment as well as my touch-up. Touch-up was free, so that was awesome. And I don't know what else to say. I think I covered everything. I'm hoping I covered everything. If I didn't, then definitely reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. If you still have any more questions or concerns or anything, reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer any further questions that you have. I haven't really done a close-up. Well, I have makeup on right now, but I don't have brow makeup. Sorry for my nails, y'all. I need to get them done. They kind of look crazy, but these are my brows. I'm so excited. There's literally no makeup on them, y'all. And if you don't believe me, I'm about to go get a makeup wipe and I'm gonna show you. Okay, you can kind of see a little brown. That's just the foundation that I have on my face. Well, I don't even know if you can see you can't even see it. There's brown on the white, but that's just my foundation. But it's not like a dark brown like my eyebrow. This is literally like nothing. Nothing, baby. This is my brow. This is my brow. This is my brow. So yeah, get it done. Thanks for watching, everyone.